graphene coating is nuts.
Oh my God.
Putting truck parts on a Camaro. What could possibly go wrong? Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my little piece of paradise, the Lone Star Hawaiian Garage. Guys, this has been an incredible few weeks. How the Trail Boss turned out, the enthusiasm behind it, all the parts I just ordered because of the enthusiasm behind it. We're just gonna keep modifying that thing. That truck's been an absolute blast. As a part of today's video, I'm gonna go over several of the questions I've been getting over the last 2 videos, so definitely stick around. But we are also giving away some free stuff. Every opportunity I have to give away free stuff to you guys, I hop on it, especially if it's products I actually use in every single one of my videos. So yes, we are partnering up again with LASFIT for today's video because we are installing some LED lights, giving you some LED lights, but we also have a ton to get done. What, I can't say ton? Ton. You guys can hear me, right? Ton. I guess I can. Well, I got a ton to get done today. And speak of the devil, guys, look at this thing. It just looks so good. I really hope she sees me and doesn't run me over. Hi. Getting out of the way. So perfect timing, guys. Wifey just getting home. And everyone's favorite, the world's greatest cameraman, right there. Shoots! Yeah, I see it. There it is. So we're in fact partnering up today, guys, with the company I have been working with for over 4 years now. We're partnering up again with LASFIT for an install on the Camaro, but also giving you guys some free stuff as a part of it. Dun, dun, dun. What's up? Shoots! So like I said, we have a ton to get done today. The F1 Elite is a complete mess. And I don't think I've done a car wash montage in like over 4 videos, which is a crime punishable by death for automotive YouTubers. I sincerely apologize to my community. We are also gonna be covering several of the questions I've received over the last 2 videos on the 2020 Trail Boss. From the clearance we have with these 35s to the overall height of the truck and my mile per gallon decrease. We're also going to be putting more oil in a car than I have done in my entire life. 10 quarts of oil are going in this supercharged LT4 today because we are due for an oil change. And yes, I'm doing it myself. I don't really trust anybody with my vehicles anymore. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to take these home. Should have did a number on my freaking rims too. You gotta be kidding me. And then we're gonna get to a part that actually fits both in that truck and that car. They're actually interchangeable, believe it or not. Time to get done today. Let's get the party started. All right, let's see how good this 9-year graphene ceramic coating does when we wash this car. That thing's a mess. Guys, watch this. No soap, no water, no chemicals, literally just a pressure hose. It's completely clean. Like, this graphene coating is nuts. Hey, do any of you guys watch Motor Trend's TV show Roadkill? I just noticed this. Their intros are incredibly aggressive.
This time on Roadkill! This time on Roadkill! This time on Roadkill!
Meanwhile, I'm over here just like,
why are you hollering? We're in a restaurant.
This time on Roadkill, we sweep a garage with the broom. I could really hop on this trend. It really relieves a lot of stress. But anyways, guys, we are back the next morning. Please excuse my nonsense, but we finally got the oil we need for this car. 0W40 from Mobil 1. This is the ESP formula, Dexos 2 approved. Getting the right oil is kind of a pain in the butt for this thing. This ESP formula 0W40 debuted with the LT5 in the new ZR1, and they recommend it both for the LT4 and LT5 motors. Now, if you are tracking your 1LE, which this is not, this is a base ZL1, but because of the grip strength and the lateral Gs the 1LEs can achieve, they actually recommend a 15W50 to put in your 1L lead. But that is an insanely heavy oil for normal street driving, so we're going with the 0W40, and I really hope someday I will see a track. Just with 2 kids, a real job, and a whole life. Yeah, so we got our oil ready to go. We have our AC Delco filter. All the research and all the forums that I did kept pointing me back right to this PF64 filter is what everybody has been recommending. So we're gonna go ahead and get the ZL1 up to temp before we change the oil. All right, so what these are my worst case scenario jack stands because I've had bad experiences in the past I don't want to relive. All right, so we have our oil filter here. Looks like we are replacing it with the same exact one that's coming off. And then we have 10 quarts. It's gonna be really, really close up, I apologize. Let's go ahead and start draining this thing. You know a fun fact? The oil cap actually recommends 5W30. What's funny is this is a 2017 model. In 2018, they kind of revamped that recommendation to 0W40 versus the 530. I think they underestimated the capability of these cars. He shoots, he scores! Like when I said the bolt was beat up earlier, like no kidding, look at this thing. The car had 2,000 miles when I bought it. Hey, if you keep up the good work, you might replace your older brother. Just saying.
It was at this moment that he knew.
So guys, all 10 quarts of oil is in the Camaro ZL1. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start it up and let it run for a second while all the jacks and everything are still under it, just in case if it starts to leak, everything's ready to go. We just put it back in the air and fix it. But there will not be leaks. We do everything perfectly. Speed and power.
Lots of power. Speed and power.
That's him. I mean, it's him. All right, guys, my Camaro guy's out there. After 10 quarts. There we go. That's what I'm getting after I put 10 quarts in there. Is that normal? Because I'm gonna need like 10 and a half, nearly 11 quarts in this thing. Should be 10 quarts. Hey, little man, can you pull it out for me? Just park it right there next to the Mercedes. Thanks, bud. I'll close the hood for you. Working hard? Hardly working. Gotcha! That's a dad joke. Ooh. So what happens when you use Mobile One and he's a Castro boy. All right guys, quick pause. We'll see you back in a second. We'll tell you how in the world to get some free stuff, which I use in all my vehicles. It's a circus in here. We'll be back in a second. Let's go, let's go. Guys, who of you out there likes free stuff? I like free stuff. Freaking perfect. So what we're doing today is installing some amazing LASFIT LED lights in our Project F1LE. But not only that, we're giving away a few sets to you. This is not the first giveaway we've done, nor is it going to be the last. The reason I keep going back and giving away these amazing LASFIT products is, one, they're incredible. I use them in every single one of my vehicles. I installed my first LASFIT LED lights in the OG Silverado over 4 years ago. They're still the brightest LED lights I have seen on the aftermarket scene. When I say I run these in every single one of my vehicles, I'm not kidding. The 2000 Mercedes, 300,000 miles on that bad boy, is rocking some LASFIT LEDs. The 2020 Trail Boss, we upgraded the reverse lights several months ago. The license plate lights, every single light that we possibly can upgrade to LASFIT we absolutely have. Could not be more happy. And then today, we are upgrading Camaro ZL1. The fact that GM still uses halogen lights in this modern car is beyond me. I'll never understand. What's cool about these products is they use the exact same part as the Silverado. But I'm super excited to be partnering back again with LASFIT because we are giving away 3 sets of these bad boys. Now, how you gonna go about winning that is super simple. All my giveaways are super simple and they're super quick, so heads up. In 3 days from now, we will be selecting winners and the giveaway will be over. So the launch of this video, we have 3 days to act on this. Number one, you have to be subscribed to this channel. Scroll down, hit the subscribe button below and turn on that notification bell. Step number two, head to Instagram, Lone Star Hawaiian on Instagram. You can scan this little QR code right here or just hop on over, Lone Star Hawaiian, and find this photo. I need you to leave the best caption you can possibly come up with and have some fun with it. No curse words, be respectful, but go ahead and make fun of me. I don't really care. But have fun with it. Leave your best caption in there. The better the caption, the more likely you are to win. We will notify you by Instagram Messenger if and when you did win. Good luck, have fun, let's go party. What I mean by party, it's like getting late, it's time for bath and dinner, bed, dad life. And this continues to be something I just don't understand. This is one of the most sinister, epic looking vehicles that GM has ever designed. And they go with halogens for the signals. We have LEDs here below the headlamp. We had LEDs before we deleted them to put the 1LE kit on there. And they go with halogens. The lighting itself is more dim. It's very slow. It's just rah. I had the exact same reaction on a 2020 Trail Boss. It's so in your face, so epic looking, and it's just, when you hit your turn signal, it's just sad. Hey, you, hush. Don't you act like a big scary dog. We all know you're a big pansy. If you are a flower, you'd be a pansy. You would. Plug that in, easy as that. Hey guys, me again. I'm still trying to figure this out. I actually pulled my old tail lamps back out just to plug these back in to see if it solved the issue. So we, again, have the LASFIT up front, just the stock OEM tail lamp back in. This is not hooked up. And then we come back in here, left side, which has the aftermarket tail lamp. We have a hyper flash. Right side has the OEM tail lamp. No issues. Where you going? Man, I don't know what to do with this, guys. We've tried everything we can think of. I went ahead and added the resistor to the rear tail lamps because I feel this is the issue. We plugged in the stock OEMs. The hyper flash went away, but when we plugged in the LASFIT, we got a kind of a double blink going on. And added the resistor to the rear, and same exact issue. Did not help it whatsoever. So there's something going on between the Morimoto tail lamps, the computer of my car, and then obviously adding another LED in the front is just not helping my case at all. The only thing I can think of is potentially going with the OEM ZL1 tail lamps. They're pretty cool looking. They're clear tail lamps. They don't have the Aventador style. But if I really want to run LEDs in the front, I probably have to go to an OEM type setup for the rear because it's just not recognizing what I need here in the rear. So I still want to give you guys these LEDs because they work phenomenally in the 2020 Silverado. Not wanting to work in the Camaro. So in the front of this truck, several months ago, we installed these same LASFIT LED lights. They are so much better than the stock halogens. So yes, regardless of our trouble we are having with the F1LE project, we're still gonna give away a bunch of these to you guys. So now the issue I am having is not because of the LASFIT lights, it's because of my aftermarket Morimotos here. I love these lights, they look so freaking cool. This Aventador style, I don't wanna get rid of them. So I don't know exactly what to do yet. Recently, a lot of new Camaro watchers have been joining the channel. So I'm asking you at this point, let me know in the comments below, is there something I can do that I'm not thinking about? I added the resistor on the front, I added it to the back, it didn't do anything. It still got that hyper flash after those 3 blinks. Do I have a defective product or am I just I can't figure it out. So those of you that are more knowledgeable out there, 99.99% of you, let me know in the comments below what I'm doing wrong. Like I mentioned before, the 2019 to 2021 Silverado, and I think potentially Sierra, I can't confirm it, but the lights are so much brighter, they're immediate, they're very visible, and dang, they modernize the front of the truck. But that's not the only thing we are doing today. We are in fact replacing the license plate lights as well. This is something I'm not worried about because this is just a plug and play, super simple, and something that this thing desperately needs. The fact they use halogen still is just, I don't understand. And right under here are some wonderful halogen lights. We're gonna pop one side out real quick, pop the new LEDs from LASFIT in. Again, these are the ones I run in the Silverado as well. LT10, two of these will pop right in, and then we'll show you side by side. Got a new LASFIT bulbs for the license plate. Again, these are the same exact bulbs I have in the OG and the 2020 Trail Boss over there. So as always, that's what came out. That's what's going back in. Results. Yeah, you tell me which one you like better. Unfortunately, front turn signals are gonna have to wait till a future day, but we have our license plate lights finally upgraded. This is actually one thing that you never notice for me personally as a driver, but when I follow my wife, every once in a while when she does drive the car, that was one thing that always bothered me. Yeah, it just looks so much better. All right, guys, and finally, some of your questions are being answered on the 2020 Trail Boss. So if you've missed the last two videos, you've missed a ton. We have lifted the truck with a ReadyLift SST 2-inch lift, and also installed these massive wheels and tires, and had to do quite a bit of clearance work to get them to fit. So first off with the lift, this is 4 inches higher than a stock factory Silverado. It is a Trail Boss, so it comes 2 inches lifted from the factory. We added an additional 2 inches in the front and left the rear stock Trail Boss height. This is a perfectly level truck with a 2-inch lift from ReadyLift installed in the front. It's a small preload spacer there at the bottom, and then a spacer here at the top of the strut, and a brand new upper control arm. It's a wonderful kit. It rides quite a bit stiffer than stock, but I actually like that given it is lifted a few inches. Now, another question I've been getting is on the clearance. Now, we clear perfectly from lock to lock on a perfectly level ground. The issue we run into is when you're at full lock, reversing up an incline, you do get a faint rub here in the rear and sometimes in the front, but actually it's not bad enough to even show any wear at all. So you can run it like this if you want to, just be aware you're gonna rub a little bit in the front end. Now, just as a reminder, guys, before we even started this project, that front fender was 39 inches above the ground. The rear fender was 40 3/4 inches. That's gonna be 42.5 in the front, and then of course 42.5 in the rear. All right, so final is 42.5 inches, and we started at 39. So if you add the 2-inch lift, which put us at 41 inches in the front, and another 1.5 inches with the bigger tires, we are 3.5 inches higher than we started, which is 5.5 inches higher than a factory Silverado non-Trail Boss. Another question I've gotten constantly is the overall height of the truck. A lot of you out there have a garage and you want to park your truck in the garage with your lift. Now, fortunately, my garage doors are actually 8 feet tall. I lucked out. It's not a 7-foot tall garage. I measured approximately the top of the truck. We are just under 7 feet at the top of the cab, but that antenna is another 2.5 inches. So basically, with the antenna, we are above 7 feet. Without the antenna, we are below 7 feet. So I know a lot of you are asking about that CV axle angle, so hopefully this clears up a little bit for you. It's not great, but it's not bad at all. So back to the blackboard over here, because the next question I get a lot is on my fuel efficiency. So When the truck was stock, we were averaging 17.6 miles per gallon like clockwork. This truck really drives the same route every single day. From there, we installed the Pulsar LT, which eliminated the active fuel management. Now, if you do that, you are gonna lose miles per gallon, but you increase smiles per gallon, which is very important. That dropped us to 16 miles per gallon. Not hour, gallon. So we lost 1.6 miles per gallon with the Pulsar LT install. Now we lifted it and threw 35s on it, and this gives us a grand finale. 15.4 miles per gallon. That's what I'm talking about. I got both minions out today. Hopefully that clears up that question. So we're running about 15.5 miles per gallon now. Last thing I'm gonna cover is road noise, because a lot of you ask about the Nitto Ridge Grapplers and saying, oh, it's gonna be so loud. And these are actually quieter than the Goodyear Duratrax I pulled off. Now, in full transparency, the Goodyear Duratrax have 20,000 miles on them. And after you put a little bit of miles on these all-terrains, they start to get noisier and noisier as they wear down. Now, once we wear away this real soft rubber, these will get noisier over time, but I'm not worried about it because this truck is so insulated with the windows up, you really can't hear anything. So hopefully that clears that question up. And the last thing, braking power, there's not a huge difference. The 35s are heavier, so the rotating mass is heavier when you're coming to a stop, but you're not gonna run into any issues. So that was a lot covered in a little bit. If you have any additional questions, you can leave them in comments below or go find me on Instagram, DM me on Instagram. Happy to answer any questions you guys got. But keep in mind that I'm just another YouTube self-certified idiot. All right, guys, world's greatest cameraman, #1 employee back on the vlog. That's it for today. If you know my issue and what I can do to fix it on the Camaro, please leave in the comments below or DM me on Instagram. You have 3 days for our giveaway, so we're acting very quickly. Thank you for joining for today. We have a lot more coming soon, and next step actually is getting a new toolbox, if I dare to say. So guys, be sure to subscribe below if you haven't already. Join the Lone Star Hawaiian family. Follow on Instagram for regular updates. Guys. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you for joining me for this adventure. We got a lot done. I'm excited to get the LASFITs in there eventually. The license plate lights will definitely do for now. Super stoked on those. Links are in description below if you guys wanna get your own LASFIT products. But as always, thank you for joining me today. We'll see you in a few days for our next video. Till then, y'all take care. We hope. Aloha.
Speed and power.